The big question. Roberto Martínez, of course, the Portuguese coach. What do you do with Cristiano Ronaldo? We saw him score twice, didn't we, in that match against Ireland midweek. He's got 130 goals, incredible record, in 207 international matches. Does Martínez start him, Jules? And does he have the guts to drop him if necessary?
That's a really good question. I think he will start him. He will play that first game in a group again. We talked about the group for France, etc. I mean, this goal there is prime Ronaldo at his best. And yeah, maybe the defender would do a bit better. This one doesn't almost count. But he looked sharp. You're right. You start him. It's a group where it's good. It's a good group for him. The question mark is when the level is going to get higher of the opposition. Can he still do it against France? Against Spain, against Italy, against Germany, all of that, against England. Can he still do that at 39 years old? I'm not so sure. Fernando Santos dropped him, obviously, at the last World Cup in Qatar. We've put here a team. I mean, it was really fluid the way they played against England. So it might be slightly different to that. Leao played more as a left winger, really. But there's a lot of options for Martínez. If he finds the right one, if he finds the right formula, and Cristiano will be in that formula, certainly at the start, then things could get really well for them. And if it clicks, they would be very dangerous. When the opposition gets better, I'm not sure if Cristiano can still do it. And by then, Martínez will have to make the biggest call, really, of keeping him or dropping him.
Help or hindrance?
Well, no, he's a help. That amount of goals and quality is a help if decisions have to be made and he plays ball. And listen, that scenario might not arise. You know, they're probably going to get through the group. Then when we get to the more elite level, that's a different ball game, as Jill said. But he's not a hindrance unless he's a nuisance. And I'm not suggesting he was at the World Cup, but he certainly wasn't a happy bunny when Fernando Santos dropped him and all the cameras were on him. So yeah, I mean, if he's in form, Martínez is hoping he's in form. He doesn't have that problem. Roberto Martínez does not want to have that problem to deal with. But this is a super exciting Portuguese side. But
look at that starting 11, it's good.
Amazing. But it has its flaws as well. Particularly at the back. You're carrying a 40-year-old plus defender.
You've got Pepe then.
You've got a 39-year-old up front who's playing in Saudi Arabia, and you've got Pepe at the back who, you know, Mother Nature has to be catching up.
The record hasn't been great in major tournaments, of course, since they won 2016, Don.
When I look at that potential team and subs, though, I think what you have to do with Ronaldo, and Roberto Martínez will know it better than anyone, is you have to surround him with legs. And you'd say to Ronaldo, play the width of the 18-yard box, and then you've got people like Bernardo Silva, you've got João Felix, you've got Rafa Leao, who can all do the leg work. The interesting thing, and I agree with Craig, is what will he be like? And I hope he's good. Because if it is his last tournament, I wouldn't want to see Ronaldo thrown a strop if he did get dropped in the last 16 or the semis, final, whatever it may be. I'd like to see if it is going to be his last tournament, go out well. And if you're going to play, he'll contribute for sure. But if you don't, make sure you still contribute to the side.
Here's my tip.
Oh, OK. Right. Get ready, everyone. Focus.
No. If Portugal are struggling through, but get through, as much as he struggled or they've struggled, no matter how bad it gets, he'll start every game at this tournament.
Wow.
Even if they're toiling.
Because Martínez doesn't have the ball?
He'll start every game.
Well, quite a few people have got Portugal actually to make it through to the final. We'll talk about our predictions a little later on. But because Jules is here, last thing with you, Jules, you predicted England to win. You don't really think that,
Bluff.
do you?
No.
It's coming home for you, boys. I mean,
no, don't say it. No.
Bluffing.
Say that tone.
Bluffing.
Say in that tone, Don. Jules, it's poor.
You've got a great team, great squad. You've got Southgate, but, you know,
Bluffing.
players can...
Look at him. Yeah, he doesn't mean that.
Worst poker player ever.
Exactly.